I did my teacher training probably less to be a teacher and more for my own self and to enhance my practice. I think my biggest takeaways were that the day-to-day yoga asanas are absolutely wonderful, but all of the cool shell, all the other 8 limbs are what really helps take you from taking a yoga class to living a yogic lifestyle. And maybe that sounds a little, but it's how I really felt, and I'm able in day-to-day situations when I'm dealing with my teenager, when, you know, my husband, any of it, I am able to approach it a little bit. Not all the time. I mean, it doesn't make you perfect, but it's helped me to turn into, you know, bringing a lot of that into my regular life. That was my big takeaway.
I feel like the group that I trained with, we had so many different types of people. We had young people who had no children. We had moms who were in the thick of it with kids' activities and life. We had people that had been divorced. We had people that had survived cancer. We had people that had lived in their car before, you know, had been homeless. We had every walk of life in our training class. And at first I thought, how is this gonna gel? How is this gonna mold? But through yoga and through connecting with yourself, I feel like you just become so open and you want to learn about people and you want to know how they got there and what brought them to their mat today and what brought them to this yoga training. And when you do that, you realize like you're really all connected. And that's what yoga does. It unifies not only you with your breath and your mind and your movement, but it unifies you with the other people. And in our class, we just felt unified not only with our breath and movement, but as a group. And you realize that you really have something in common with almost everybody in the room. So our group gelled beautifully.
Yeah, we absolutely formed relationships. In fact, on the very first day of the training, we were all sitting around a circle, kind of just going around and introducing who we were and a little bit about ourselves. And one of my colleagues mentioned, you know, there's a reason why we chose this training and this place here with Kim to do the training. And it was a very powerful moment. And from then on, we just really formed a bond. And we were all so different. We had different interests in the types of yoga that we wanted to teach, whether it's with kids or, you know, yin yoga, or I like the more fast-paced vinyasa, athletic flow, maybe with some weights involved. And we were all so different, but yet we all complemented each other well. And we still all keep in touch through Facebook, and we cheer each other on. And we've absolutely bonded, and, you know, friendships that will last, I think, the test of time.
We had an amazing group. I don't know, it's like the ladies, we would meet for lunches on off weekends, and I feel that we've made lifetime friendships, really, because we all went through this journey together. And I know that a lot afterwards, I mean, you have all these connections with women that have all different walks of life, and it's neat because a lot of them are teaching together now and have formed little groups, or, you know, subbing for each other even at different studios around, and which is neat. But we had just an amazing group. Kim was always calling us back from dinner because we would be talking, but it was good.
Incredible, especially because I'm not necessarily a group person. We've moved a lot, kind of every 3 years, and so I have my close group of friends, but I tend to be a more one-on-one person. And to come into a group of people, a diverse group of people of all ages there for all different reasons, and have us all get along and really find something that we took from each other was a very special experience. And again, really enhanced the experience for me, because I wasn't just going in and saying, oh, another weekend out of my life. I was so excited to hear what these people had to say to each other. I was happy to give them a hug. I was happy to spend time with them. And especially as a woman, to have that large of a group, not large, but those 11 other women cheering you on, that's not necessarily something that happens every day in life. So it was pretty special.
my goodness, I learned so much about myself. I think I learned better how to understand what's going on inside me from an emotional standpoint, and to have access to these tools and resources to deal with the stress that comes your way. I mean, everyone deals with stress and anxiety, and you know, life can change in an instant. And so having these tools and resources at hand to make myself more of an observer of how I'm feeling and my emotional state, and using the breathing, using the movement, the asanas to kind of calm myself down and bring myself back into that peaceful mind. It's absolutely, I kind of consider my life before yoga teacher training and after, and I feel that it has completely transformed my overall health and wellness.
I would absolutely recommend the Lift Yoga teacher training to anyone who likes yoga and wants to dive deeper into their practice. Even if you have no plans in teaching anyone ever, I would say still go through it. I never planned on teaching anyone, and now I'm teaching 2 to 3 times a day. But even if you really don't want to teach, it's just self-exploration, and it's diving deeper into the practice, because here in the West we think yoga is downward dog and crow and these cool poses, and that is like one little tiny bit of yoga. There's the yamas and the niyamas, which happen to be part of my favorite part of yoga to study now, the moral teachings. And there's just, the history is so rich when you really dig down and learn about it. So I would say anybody who likes yoga should probably go through the training.
Yes, I would absolutely recommend it. I can't recommend it highly enough. I think anyone who goes through it will have a transformative experience. I think they will fall in love with Kim, with the community that Lift Yoga has, and I think that it will give them a host of resources, and it's something you can't pass up on. It's just something that it will change your life if you let it. If you walk into this room and fully be present and take and soak in everything that it has to offer, you'll walk out of here a different person, a better person.
I would absolutely recommend the teacher training program to others at Lift. It's truly a gift to yourself, no matter what you're coming into it for, whether it's to learn more about yoga in a broader sense or to become a yoga teacher. It's a really incredible experience, and the only way I can describe it is a gift to yourself. That's very much worth giving.